my hope is that my research would be used to generate what I would call actionable recommendations. So, for example, if we discover that victims need greater support in being able to access the justice system, whether it's coming for an interview after they've become a victim, or working with the courts and prosecutors to build a case, how can we better serve those needs? So that would be an actionable item. And so would we create spaces for people to bring children so that there would be childcare for people who need it? Or having some compensation for people who have to take a lot of time off from work to be a witness, to be somebody who participates in the case as it moves through court. So those could be some examples, and it's important to know that these are the problems that emerge, and some of them seem quite basic, but until you do the research and uncover those patterns, we're still kind of spinning our wheels with, gee, why are so many cases falling out of the system? So for me, it's looking at sometimes peeling back what's obvious and also moving beyond and finding out, what does justice mean for everybody involved? So you have justice for the victims, and is that always consistent with what justice is for the police and justice for the courts? So sometimes they're not always in sync. So we have to reconcile that somehow in a way that's meaningful and supportive of victims and meeting the needs of the justice system and public safety.
Research is a critical part of social change. We need to have evidence-based practice. Sometimes it takes a while for that to percolate, and you still have to have responses. So we do what we can, and we conduct research in order to then improve upon that. Sometimes research helps us become more aware of a problem or a situation. So research that's more qualitative, that goes to the field, such as my research on commercial sexual exploitation, where we know little about it, and research can drive change by bringing a problem to everyone's attention. But research can also play an important part in helping us understand what are the best responses, in evaluating it, and more careful measurement of a problem. And so I think it's integral to that.